Hello, my name is Ryan Halabi, and I'll be discussing what environmental and occupational health means to me. First, a little background about me. I have a background in both medicine, having obtained my MD through St. George's University, and in business, having recently completed my MBA. I'm currently an MPH student at St. George's University while also working in the healthcare sector. So let's get started. In the video, What Makes Us Get Sick, Look Upstream, Dr. Menchanda provides us with a very insightful and telling quote. The upstreamists are the healthcare professionals who know that health does begin where we live and work and play, but beyond that awareness is able to mobilize the resources to create the system in their clinics and in their hospitals that really does start to approach that, to connect people to the resources they need outside the four walls of the clinic. I have firsthand clinical experience of the health implications and challenges facing healthcare providers who often focus on addressing downstream factors rather than upstream factors. Unfortunately, our healthcare system, at least in North America, is overwhelmingly geared to addressing downstream factors through acute and chronic care management rather than upstream factors through the various socioeconomic status indicators that impact health and well-being. So my introduction to the social determinants of health actually occurred on my very first day of my very first undergraduate class. The book pictured on your top left was the first university textbook I actually used. Although I did not appreciate the significance of this introduction at that point in time, the social determinants of health became one of the consistents throughout my undergraduate, graduate, and professional studies. The upstream approach to healthcare that Dr. Menchanda discussed in the video shifts the focus towards these social determinants of health with the goal of primary prevention rather than secondary or tertiary prevention. Based on my personal experiences in school and within the healthcare sector, I absolutely agree with the upstream approach to healthcare. For those of you not too familiar with the upstream approach, the following is an analogy that was actually used in the video to the same extent. Imagine you're enjoying a day out fishing along a stream with friends. Suddenly a person treading water comes down the stream struggling to keep afloat. You and your friends jump in, remove this individual to shore, and call EMS. This person receives the appropriate medical care and survives. 30 minutes pass and another person comes down the stream as you repeat the same life-saving sequence. You start to notice a trend with a person floating down the stream every 30 minutes that needs saving. Do you instruct EMS to remain on scene so that they can intervene and provide treatment in the hopes of saving a life every 30 minutes? Or do you take a walk upstream to determine what is causing people to fall into the water in the first place and enact measures to prevent that? So to me, the upstream approach to health is one I not only agree with, but I advocate for, as too often policymakers, healthcare providers, and patients are focused on pulling people out of the water downstream rather than installing barriers upstream to prevent people from falling into the water in the first place. So environmental health. Let's shift our focus there now. So environmental health to me is of utmost importance, and this course has only further reinforced that. As you can see by the pictures on the slide, I'm passionate about the outdoors and traveling. I can only engage in these wonderful activities in a healthy environment. Thus, finding a homeostatic balance between living and non-living entities within the internal and external environment is critical to environmental health. However, threats that exist to disrupt this homeostasis occur on a day-to-day basis. These threats present challenges to the short-term and long-term health of the environment and were discussed throughout this course, including climate change, air and water pollution, water and food security, waste management and sanitation, migration and disease transmission, and overpopulation. Considering most of us spend a good chunk of our lives at work, occupational health is critical to our functioning not only within the workplace but outside of it as well. This course has increased my appreciation of the hazards that impact occupational health and to interventions that protect workers from these potential threats to human health and well-being. Occupational health is intertwined with human and environmental health. Adverse physical, mental, and social events in the workplace impact individual and environmental functioning outside the workplace. As such, without a healthy and safe workplace that protects human and environmental health, the activities I would enjoy outside the workplace, such as playing sports, going camping, or simply socializing with friends outdoors, would cease to exist. A popular adage my parents often said to me while growing up is, some people live to work while others work to live. Now I could tell them without occupational health, neither is possible. At this point, I would like to say thank you to the faculty for a great class that provided great insight into the short and long-term environmental health issues facing us today, and to my peers for wonderful interactions we shared throughout this course. Best of luck to everyone and take care.